What's going on, everyone? Mitesh here with Tech, and today I've got an unboxing and first impressions of this right here. This is the Nokia 6.1, and yes, it's 2018, and yes, Nokia still makes smartphones, and this is a pretty nice budget smartphone right here that you may want to consider picking up. So without further ado, let's get to unboxing. Get weekly tech news, product reviews, and how-to videos. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next upload. Alright guys, so let's get started with the unboxing. So we can see the packaging right here. It's actually a very slim box, but yeah, I like the branding up here, Nokia. And you can see right here it says Android 1. That's because this is an Android 1 device. It means just get updates straight from Google. It's already on Android 8.0 or 8.1 and should be upgraded to the next version very shortly. And it gets monthly security updates, which is really nice. Going around back, you can see the picture of the device and what it will look like. It's got this black and copper finish. You can see it's got the copper accents. And then over here we have some of the specs. So it's got a Snapdragon 630, 5.5 inch 1080p full HD screen. It doesn't have an 18:9 aspect ratio, it's still 16:9. It's got a 16 megapixel sensor for the rear camera with a Carl Zeiss optics and a front facing 8 megapixel sensor. And then just some other things. Like I said, it's got pure Android, so that's pretty nice. One thing is, in the United States, we only get the 3GB and 32GB version. So it's got 3GB of RAM, 32GB of storage, whereas everywhere else you get 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. I'm not really sure why that is. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this up. I already cut the tape, so we can just pull this out. And right there we get our phone. Let me just go ahead and pull that out and set that aside. Ooh, it is a large phone. It feels pretty nice in the hand too. Got that, and then of course we have our SIM ejector tool. Got our standard paperwork and all that, you know, all that boring stuff. And then over here we have we get a nice pair of earbuds with it. That's nice. You don't really see that in more expensive smartphones these days. You get a USB-C to USB-A power cable because this thing is a USB-C device. And then you get, of course, the power brick, and this should be a fast charging one. That's pretty nice. And then yeah, let's get to the phone over here. Get a little tab and just... This is why I don't do a lot of unboxings, you guys. I am not that great at it. That's so fun to do. Oh, finally. And there we have it. There's the smartphone right there. You can see the little bit of Nokia branding up here. And then, like I said, it's got this black, it's a very nice feeling metal finish right here. And then a copper ring right there. I don't know why my camera isn't focusing at all. There we go. So you can see it's got this copper, just this little hint of copper accent all around the phone. Looks very nice. Let me see if I can power it on. And once again, you can see it's an Android 1 device. Alright guys, through the magic of video editing, we're here. I've got the phone set up a little bit, and yeah, you can see right there actually it's got the ambient display. So it's an LCD panel, but when you do lift it up, it does do the lift awake and it will show you your time, notifications, and things like that. You lift it, and then you've got a fingerprint on the back, which you can use to unlock it. Now that's going to be where my first complaint comes in, is with this fingerprint reader. So it does work, and it seems fast enough. Like, it's not quite as fast as the Pixel 2, but it's definitely fast enough. But the real issue I have with it is the fact that this is where my finger naturally lays. When I put my finger down naturally, it lands on top of the flash. I have to like do a little bit of an awkward dance to get my finger to where it needs to be to actually unlock the phone. So naturally I would go right here, but then I have to move my finger back down to get it to actually unlock. So that's one thing that I really don't like. I like how the Pixel has it where it's high enough that my finger just naturally lands there. So while we're back here, let's talk a little bit about that camera. So I haven't really had a great chance to test it out yet, but you can do the double tap to go to camera like you can on the Pixel, so that's pretty nice. Let me just go ahead and take a quick snap right here. You can see it's actually pretty quick, and it's got HDR on. And if you hold it down, it'll take a whole bunch of burst pictures, and it can go to video, of course, and take 1080p, or let's see, can I do 4K? I believe it can do 4K video as well. To drive into settings to make sure. Resolution. Video camera, yeah, it can do 4K and of course at 30 frames per second, so that's pretty nice on a budget device. You can do 4K video. And then yeah, so in terms of that, it's all pretty good. Like I said, this is Android 1 device, so it's very much just stock Android. You have no extraneous apps. The only app you get from Nokia is that camera app. That's the one that's customized by Nokia. And you also get an FM radio app, which is not on stock Android because most Android phones don't have that enabled. But here you can turn on FM radio as long as you have earbuds. You can use that. And then yeah, you can see this is basically a Pixel launcher because you got that Google screen on the left. I think this might be a little too bright to cut on camera. There we go. Let me turn that down. So yeah, this screen is an LCD panel, and yeah, it looks pretty good. I like the colors on it. Seems like a really nice display. Everything seems to be flowing really well on this phone right now, in my short time in testing it at least. And then like I said, it's got that lift awake. So even though it is an LCD display, when you do lift it, it's got ambient screen notification, so you can get to your time and your notifications and all that. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, so with the limited time that I've had, I've actually had a good time with this. I'm going to be putting my SIM card in this so I can use this as my main device for a while, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, so there you guys go. That is a quick first look at the Nokia 6.1 smartphone, and I will be making a couple more videos on this phone. I'm going to be doing a camera comparison and a speed test versus the Pixel 2, just so you guys can see what you're giving up when you go with a budget phone versus a flagship phone, and maybe next time you'll want to consider a flagship phone instead, depending on how those tests go. And I will of course be having my full review of this, and that'll come out in a couple weeks time, so make sure you guys subscribe, you have notifications turned on, and oh yeah, before we go, make sure you leave a comment down below if there's any specific thing that you want me to cover in the review. Make sure you go ahead and leave that comment down below for that. And yeah, with that, that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!